Peru, a land of mysteries, home to ancient cities like Machu Picchu, beautiful mountains, and unforgettable cuisine. During the week, I explored this incredible country sharing honest travel guides. In the first part of it, I wandered through Cusco, had a very difficult hike to Umande Lake, and even cried in the Rainbow Mountain. Guys, you can take a look at this later, but now it's time to see the rest. My name is Dari. I'm a grad student balancing studies with adventures to the world's most fascinating places. Subscribe to my channel and let's get started. And by the way, similar to the previous tour, today we are also going with our friends Fly Cusco Peru travel agency. The second part of our adventure takes us to a local village, where we will dive deeper into daily lives of Peruvians.
We are right now in Chincheros, the beautiful, Andes ladies. Those ladies are very expert ladies, weaving. They're weaving, now beautiful ponchos, beautiful runner tables. Those ladies are learning these beautiful, textiles, from their ancestors.
These ladies had a small farm with the llamas and alpacas, so of course the first thing we did was to rush over to pet these adorable creatures. And after that, we will offer some local tea while locals explain how they make clothing from the alpaca wool. They showed us how the wool is naturally processed, dyed with minerals, and transformed into vibrant colors. We got to see a few demonstrations, and I can tell you, it was very impressive. And as a unique touch, they use alpaca bones in the process, something I never seen before. But our journey is just getting started. Next, we're heading to the Sacred Valley, an incredible region nested in the Andean Mountains. Our second spot for today is Sol de Mares de los Incas. It's a salt mines that you can see behind me. Look how gorgeous it looks like, especially that it's located in the canyon in the mountains. And the interesting fact is that those mines are older than Incas. The water here flows down from a volcano, making this spot so unique that the salt harvested from it is sold worldwide. Of course, we couldn't miss the opportunity to try it. It was so delicious, can't even express it. After the salt mines, we drove about 20 minutes to our third stop, Moray, a stunning archaeological site with the circular terraces that look like amphitheaters.
So we learned two interesting facts today. The first one, if you look at them, there's multiple levels and each level has a different temperature, ranging from 15 degrees to 9 degrees. So each one had its own little environment to kind of live in.
If you're gonna take a look in the middle of this, you see big hole, and scientists found some shells. But an interesting fact, that shells were from Ecuador and not from Peru. And then they made the research and they found out that ancestors were using shells from there to build temples. So actually, this is an ancient temple. Overall, it was an amazing experience. After all that exploring, we got quite hungry and were taken to Don Angel restaurant. And friends, make sure to save the spot. It had such a great atmosphere, a huge variety of food, and everything was incredibly tasty. We even got to try several local dishes, including the tres leches cake, which seems to be one of the most popular desserts in the country. Traveling in Peru and exploring Cusco have been an absolutely amazing adventure, but sometimes it can get a bit overwhelming. I cannot even imagine traveling to a new country without internet, especially if you don't speak its language. I think having that, it's a total lifesaver. And that's why now I would like to introduce you Olafly, a great eSIM company that I've been using for the past few months. Oh, hello, sweetie! Olafly offers service in over 200 destinations worldwide, and you can enjoy unlimited data in more than 150 of them. Plus, you can customize your plan to fit your trip from just 1 day to 90 days in 126 destinations. You only pay for the days you need. And the best part? It's so easy to set up. No SIM swapping, no extra hassle, you're connected in minutes. So, if you are planning your next adventure, make sure you are connected with Olafly. Check out the link in the description of this video and get a discount for your eSIM. And now, let's come back to our vlog. After the lunch, we arrived in the charming village of Ollantaytambo. This town can be called the only living Inca place right now here. The place is truly beautiful, but the main reason for our visit was the local train station. It's a getaway to the village of Machu Picchu. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. It's a panoramic train. The journey takes about an hour and a half, and the views from the train were simply unforgettable, ranging from towering mountains to breathtaking rivers. And before we knew it, we were invited to the end of the train where local performers and dancers put an amazing show. And of course, I couldn't miss the chance to join them. It was definitely the most beautiful train ride I've ever had. Casey said absolutely the same, so definitely pay a little bit more for the panoramic train ride because it's so worth it, and the entertainment and just everything. Love that. The only thing we've been sitting, I think, on the wrong side of the train, like on the side to Machu Picchu, sit on the left side. Trust me, it's gonna worth it. I was given this room at the hotel and it was a love at the first sight. Just look at this view from the window. Amazing, isn't it? And after checking in, we were headed to the dinner at the local restaurant.
Tonight we're trying out ají de gallina. So it's their Peruvian chicken stew. So let's try it out. Check this. Wow. No, it's a good chicken stew. In the Philippines, we have like Filipino version of chicken curry, so it's a lot sweeter, and the creamy consistency is the same. So I feel very much at home. I like it, 100%. It's cheesier or creamier, and it's very unique.
The other dish that I really wanted to try here is actually empanada. Even though this dish is originally from Spain, you can see it in every restaurant in Peru. So let's try it out. I took the one with beef. It's actually super delicious. The crust is very soft, which is very unusual. For example, the empanadas I tried in Colombia, and I think I also tried Venezuelan ones, and they were a bit crunchy. This one is very soft, and you feel like there are some vegetables with the meat. I see some onions, and I feel tomatoes. So overall, I would put 8 out of 10. I would really recommend this dish. And that's what I understand, breakfast with a view. Excited?
Let's go.
After waking up, we met with our new tour guide and continue our journey. And actually, the road to Machu Picchu isn't the easiest. From the village, it takes another 30 minutes through the mountains, but the stunning views make it all worth it. Look behind us how cloudy it is. I don't think we'll be able to see it immediately, but maybe like in an hour or so. We really hope so, because our guides even they changed the start of the tour today, right?
They delayed it for like an hour, and hopefully they know best. And hey, we'll trust the timing, and we'll hope for a miracle.
Yeah. We are going.
Casey's complaining again about going up. It's okay, Casey, it's okay.
Every step up is a step down, fellas.
When we finally made it to the top, everything was covered in the clouds. And unfortunately it happens, we are a bit unlucky. We cannot really see Machu Picchu. We can see it, but with these clouds, not so much. But after 20 minutes, it started raining a bit, so the clouds disappeared, and now we can see Machu Picchu. How magnificent it is, isn't it? Let's enjoy this moment together, shall we? What are your impressions? You saw the wonder of the world.
Yeah, it's a very different, unique experience. You're in the mountains. You're inside the clouds basically. And one moment it's rainy, everything's covered in clouds, and the next, look, there's a little bit of sun, and then you can see the entire city. So it's an amazing city, made millions of years ago. No, that's not.
Not millions of years ago. Machu Picchu was built in the 15th century by the Inca civilization, though its exact purpose remains a mystery. Some believe it was a royal estate, while others think it served as a religious retreat. We probably will never know its true purpose, but it only adds the uniqueness.
We're gonna find the 40% of how it was in the past, and actually from this 40%, 30% are reconstruction and 70% is original. So at least we can discover some parts that actually are near the roof that are reconstruction, or some of the doors and some of the terraces actually for sustain. But in most of the buildings we can see original Inca architecture.
When you're looking at Machu Picchu from the top, you feel the mystery, you love it, it takes your breath away. But the moment you're going down, there are so many crowds, everybody's just stopping to take photos, like photos. The mystery is disappearing, to be honest. But guys, try not to focus on the crowds of tourists, and I promise you, a visit to Machu Picchu will be an unforgettable experience. There are many fascinating spots, like this tree planted in honor to the man who discovered this world wonder and put time into reconstructing it. And this is the mirrors of the stars at night. But the fact that this place was discovered by Hiram Bingham, an explorer who worked so hard during his expeditions searching for ancient Inca cities, is truly inspiring, making Machu Picchu is a must-visit destination. Upon returning to the village, we decided to try the local drink, Pisco, which was highly recommended by the locals. First, the glass is being chilled with ice, then they added juice from 2 limes, sweet syrup, an egg, and yes, you heard me right, and then Pisco liquor itself. Then everything is mixed very well and it's ready to enjoy.
Salud.
Salud. Cheers.
Oh wow, that's refreshing. That's actually really good.
How would you describe the taste?
It's a little sour. So after tasting the actual pisco, like it's not as strong as the pisco. Like whatever happened with the egg, the ice, the magic basically, like it took all the strength out, and now it's generally a drink you can enjoy. It's giving, is it giving rainforest? Maybe not so much, maybe more of a beachy vibe. It's really good.
Can look what a lovely hat I found. I think it's a perfect souvenir to remind me of this trip to Machu Picchu. And overall, I had amazing impressions. Yes, it might be like a bit overwhelmed with all those tourists on top, but the views were definitely fantastic. And what I especially appreciated is that our travel agency, Fly Cusco Peru travel agency, they organized very private tour. There were only me, Casey, and another tourist. I really appreciated their personal approach. We visited their office a day before the tours, where they carefully explained everything about the trips and how to prepare for them. They organize small groups in the tours, so everything feels more intimate, that it's much more personal, and I like these tours much more. So I attached the link to them in the description of this video. Check them out, and I'm sure you'll have the best experience with them in Peru. Now it's time to head back to Cusco, where we spent a couple of more days. We actually explored the city very well. Check out the first part of the guide to learn more about it. We tried many dishes, from classic European meals to traditional Peruvian ones, and on our last day, we decided to try something new. Right now we came to a very authentic restaurant. I like the vibe, the music. It looks like they cook all organic food because they sell some of their products in the beginning of the restaurant, and you can see so many photos of how they're producing it. We asked the waiter to surprise us with the most traditional dish from Cusco, and it took over an hour to arrive. When I finally saw what they brought, guys, I was so stunned and overwhelmed that I couldn't hold back my tears. I cannot. I cannot try it. It looks at me and I want to cry. I know I'm a softie, but this dish is way too extreme for me. Well, I'm glad that I have Casey, who is ready to try everything.
So this is guinea pig, locally they call it cuy. So I guess I'm the tribute to try to taste it out. Disclaimer, I've never owned a guinea pig, so I have no sentimental attachment to it. But here it is, it's a paw saying hi, and this is the skin. It's a little crunchy, I prefer it a little crunchier, but let's taste this out. Oh no. It is pleasantly crispy. I don't know if you can hear my bite into it, but you'll definitely hear it once you're here. It's a little salty, but it's well seasoned. They have these seasonings in the middle. I don't know what it is. I think it's like black mint or something that they have. So let me try the meat portion of it. You can see its ribs, tiny ribs. Hopefully this bite is not too bony. It's juicy, it's salty. I wouldn't call it chicken. I've read online that it might taste like chicken. I don't think it's chicken, but you can taste it's protein, it's meat. So I've never had rabbit, but if I were to imagine what it would taste like, it would probably be closer to rabbit, or maybe like duck. I know duck doesn't have that much meat, so yeah, it's not that bad.
And that's how our journey through Peru went. This country will amaze you, whether you're a first-time traveler or seasoned explorer. From unique dishes and breathtaking landscapes to the warmth of its people, Peru is a destination everyone should experience at least once in their lifetime. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And let's explore the world together.